Yo, what's up, guys? I just ran like fucking 20 miles. Not actually, I think I ran 10 miles though. Pretty happy about that. But without further ado, what do you want to do? I want to find some bets. So I'm going to try to do a couple prize pick slips. I mean, obviously, most of these games have already started for tonight. But I figured, fuck it, might as well have a White Claw, load up a live stream, find some bets for the Warriors game. Alex, the stream got banned on Twitter. Dude, are they banning my fucking sports betting stream? What do you mean the stream got banned on Twitter? What's up, Arturo? What's up, Arturo? What's up, Alex? Yo, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? What do you mean the stream got banned on Twitter? I still see it. Anyways, let's see what we can do. Yo, what up, Twitch? Thank you, Alex. You're the GOAT, Daddy Monahan. Why didn't you wait till Jimmy was ruled out to hammer Warriors money line? Well, if I knew Jimmy was going to be out, I would have waited to bet on the Warriors. But honestly, the line didn't move that much. I mean, what are the Warriors? The Warriors are still minus 128. So they were, what were they earlier today? Maybe like minus 155. So the line moved a little, but not a ton. So it seems like the market was pricing in at least some probability that, Jimmy wasn't going to play. But let's get in some slips. What book do you guys want to start out on? Should we do a prize pick slip? Oh, shit. Yo, what do we think about prize picks? Or we could do a better slip. Anyways, maybe we start out on prize picks. So, obviously, Kuminga, he's going to be starting. Jimmy Butler's out. So, some lineup news in the game. It would have been nice if I was streaming right when Jimmy was ruled out. But regardless, what the fuck? That was our last prize pick slip. Prize picks bumping everything. Everything that, we got locked in earlier. But anyways, let's do a prize pick slip. We'll start out on prize picks. What do you guys think? You guys like prize picks? So, I mean, even better if you could get this on Bet365, minus 105 odds. I have no fucking idea what Bet365 is doing. It's the dumbest sports book in the U.S., the most exploitable book. They're the only book with the over favored. Every other book has the under as a massive favorite. But anyways, Bet365 is a super soft book. I'm going to run this on prize picks. Oh, shit. So we have Jonathan Kuminga, under 4.5 rebounds. That's going to be the first pick I get locked in. Do you ever do Fanatics? I can do more Fanatics on stream if people want me to. I won the NFL draft pick. You guys think Sanders is going to be good in the NFL? Is Sanders going to be a bust? Dude, 5th round is nasty. But let me build this prize pick slip. I don't want to talk too much because obviously we got, the games. The games are starting pretty soon. So usually when I'm on this optimizer, it doesn't do anything complicated. It's just going to point out line discrepancies. Usually I set like minimum number of data points to 3, 2. I don't know. I kind of switch it up. You want to see multiple points of confirming evidence. So like here, you can see Nemanja. What a name, dude. All these esports dudes have the craziest names. PrizePicks has his line at 32. Every other book, this is usually when esports lines start to get posted. Esports betting markets are super inefficient, which is why I try to have multiple points of confirming evidence. Anyways, every other book has his line lower. Hot Streak, a book that specializes in esports. Not only do they have his line lower, but they have the under favored or juiced. So it's like, okay, this seems pretty good. On prize picks, we take his over or his under. We're going to get the same payout. Obviously, if every other book has his line lower, we want to be on the under. Not super complicated. Oh, shit. I'm an idiot. I want to take his headshot line. You watch the... Why is there a BBL tab on prize picks? Yo, big booty Latinas? What the fuck is BBL? Bayern Munich? Dude, I have no idea what this is. BBL. Yo, so there's a BBL tab on prize picks. Anyways, let's finish this slip. Yo, so we got our first play in. Again, when you're doing esports, dude, like, look at this. I mean, it's crazy. Some of these bets, if you want to, like, get nerdy, let's look at headshots. So like here, you could possibly middle this. Like you can imagine if Anthony Davis, his rebound line was 10.5 on underdog, 12.5 on PrizePicks. Bet the over, bet the under. Hopefully Anthony Davis has 11 or 12 rebounds. You win both bets. But anyways, PrizePicks has a lot of esports value right now. Yo, so all unders to start out this slip. It's a little disappointing because I feel like value is rarely on the overs. But damn. Dude, there's a lot of shit right now. A lot of shit. So, we got 3 picks so far. So, let's finish this slip, okay? So, we got an MLB pick. Sasaki, over 4.5 Ks. And then what was the final one? Shit, man. So, this play on Kuminga still available. We have Alexander Walker. You can see, like, the sharp books, Bet Online. You know, Bet Online's known to be a pretty sharp, accurate book. They have Alexander Walker. So for the T-Wolves game 4 tomorrow, dude, I can't believe the Lakers lost yesterday. Man, Lakers been taking all my money, bro. I bet on them game 1. They lost. Lost like 7K. Bet on them yesterday. Everyone on the live stream was like, yo, can somebody put the link in the chat, though, on a serious note? Alexander Walker over. Let me zoom in a bit, make sure people can see this full slip. So here are the first 3 picks. They're beautiful. They're unders. I like unders. I really do. Esports, NBA, and then we got a couple more picks. One of these picks is for tomorrow, but like, who cares? You know, PrizePicks, they got, oh, thank you, bro. Luka's really a cone on defense. Is there any value in the BBL? Nah, but I wouldn't mind looking at a BBL. Sanders is starting to look like a Josh Rosen story. He's got to get his reports done and on his boss's desk by Monday. I don't think Sanders is going to get a lot of snaps. Anyways, link is in the chat if you want a tail. What book do you guys want to look at, though? Thoughts, concerns? So they bumped up, what's his name? So they just bumped Alexander Walker. So again, you kind of need, dude, you got to be on these lines. Some of this shit they bump fast, man. Some of these lines they bump fast. Yo, boys, we still like the Warriors tonight. Is anyone surprised the Warriors are still favored? No Jimmy? I mean, I'll take it. Grab a White Claw. Happy Saturday. Yeah, the Warriors are still minus 122 favorites. Curry, I don't know. Curry better go off. Walker over or under? Asked Lucas. It was Walker over 5.5 points. Warriors winning by 20. Alex, any potatoes consumed lately? Alex, how do you avoid getting limited on accounts? I mean, you really don't. I mean, there's some things you can do to avoid limits, but like most books, like for example, PrizePicks, I'm limited on. Underdog, I'm limited on. I'm not even going to be able to do an underdog play on this live stream. So we got a PrizePicks slip to start out this stream. Maybe we'll do a FanDuel play, but you know, like underdog, you can't even arbitrage bet because you can only do parlays. Like you can't place single bets on underdog. Oh, you need at least 2 picks. So like, I don't know. It's just like, most of these sports books, once you're up a certain amount of money, some of them will cut down your bet sizes, which obviously sucks. A lot of people, you know, will create accounts for their girlfriend, mom, dad, shit like that to kind of keep betting. But obviously, I'm just using my initial accounts in these live streams. But what did I want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do, boys? So, shit. Jaden McDaniels has obviously looked incredible. Is there any better value? Let's see. So let's check out better. Nah, really nothing on better right now. I was going to say on better, they're boosted picks. Maybe we'll do it another time. Or what was I going to say? Maybe we can find a better slip. I don't know. What would you guys prefer, better or FanDuel? Does Fliff have anything? You know, there's not really any value on Fliff right now, so obviously I'm never going to force a bet. Just give out some shit if there's no value. So I'm not going to bet. No bets on Fliff right now. I wish there was, but there's just not a ton of value on Fliff right now. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. I don't know. That's why you want to use multiple books. Rebet, please. Can you show the underdog value? Yeah, sure. I can do that first. Rebet, better. So we can look at better. So here's, you know, kind of some of the value on underdog fantasy. You could even pair these first 3 picks together. So like, for example, Karl Anthony Towns, underdog fantasy is another fixed payout sports book. You know, PrizePicks has his line a full point higher at 22.5. Underdog still has him at 21.5. Checks out from a value perspective. All these sports books, sharp books like Pinnacle, FanDuel, they all got his over, you know, heavily, heavily favored. Do better, please. So let's take a look at better quick. Anyways, Cat over, Kuminga under, Corey Joseph under. Like, underdog has, all these sports books have thousands of lines up. It's just kind of about zoning in on the few picks that actually like have an edge, have value. But let's check out better. There may not be value, but sometimes these boosted picks, so obviously live, let's see. So these boosted picks, when you kind of go through the math, I think they come out to about plus 500. So these boosted picks on better. And again, there's all sorts of boosted picks, which makes it a little annoying. But long story short, like, let's see, Brandon Lowe. You know, like, we don't want to include him in our better slip because they're giving you, when you kind of like go through the math, they're giving you basically like plus 500 odds. FanDuel's offering him at plus 600. So obviously that's not a good play, but what was I going to say? So let's go to batter props. So like, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass on some of these books to kind of like on better. What am I doing? I'm trying to check out the Pirates game. What about O'Neal Cruz? Do they have Cruz listed? Freeman? So Freeman is listed, but you can see like he's a reduced payout. Like, you know, on better, they're only giving you 2 Rockets, not 3. So long story short, you don't want to play it because all of these have different payouts. So like Wagaman, what is Wagaman to go yard? Plus 700, so that would be no good. There may not be any value right now. What about Conforto? Let's see. Andy Pages, fuck no. Valdez, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, there may not be value. I'll try looking, you know. Well, I'll try to do a better boosted play. Maybe give it out on Twitter or some shit. Actually, do they have any players for the Padres, bro? Jansen. The best play would probably be Arenado to go yard. This would probably be the best play, but what was I going to say? Is there any other? So again, Towns, probably the best play on underdog fantasy. At least right now that's currently available, but what did I want to do? Let's go here to better. Is there anything? Unfortunately, there's just not much, you know. Steven Adams under 6.5 rebounds. I feel like he's been money. Steven Adams under 6.5. Yeah, I don't want to force a slip. I mean, I don't think there's really much worth playing on better right now, unfortunately. I wish there was. But that's okay. Yo, so what we can do is, again, the Jimmy news, hopefully moving around the market. There should be some good bets showing up. Also, FanDuel has some like different promos and shit available. I guess I got to log back in. So let's see what we can do. Dude. So, I mean, this, for example, I'm just going to run this as a straight bet. FanDuel's limiting me to 53.33. Julio Rodriguez. Bro, Julio's goated to hit a double plus 450. I like the play. Also, you can see literally no other book is even giving you above plus 350. All these books are market makers. Granted, you know, for these more niche betting markets, they're charging more juice. Like DraftKings has an 195-cent spread plus 330 minus 595. This is a straight bet on FanDuel. Plus 330 minus 525. So like, you know, if you plug that in to a no vig calculator, this just like strips out the vig. You know, by all accounts, this seems like a great bet. Plus 450. Fair value would be about plus 360 once you strip out the vig. What is my girlfriend texting me about? Huh. Does anyone know? Anyways, does Shiloh have potential to have a role in the NFL? Honestly, I don't know. What's up? What's up, broski? How you doing? Yo, what's up, Skunky? I like the Rockets. Pods is going to go off tonight. He has been sick, eh? Anyways, whatever. So we got in a FanDuel straight bet. What else do we like, man? We could do a parlay. So like better, Fliff. I mean, there's just not much value right now. Otherwise, I promise I would give you guys a play, but it seems like most of the value's on PrizePicks and Underdog. Holy shit. What am I doing? So again, like on PrizePicks, when you're betting on esports, I mean, this is an example. Like, dude, these esports markets are crazy. Dude, they are so inefficient. These books are so stupid. So like you can see right here, I'll give you a simple example. It's like this dude, Conavi, I don't know. PrizePicks has his line at 8. These books, nobody's working. They're asleep at the wheel. Like, dude, Hot Streak. So Hot Streak is another fantasy book. I honestly should probably start doing more plays for it on stream, but I feel like nobody uses it, so I don't really want to waste time on it. But Hot Streak has his line at fucking 4.5. It's like you could bet his over 4.5 here, go over to PrizePicks, take him under 8. It's like, yo, seems pretty good. You know, then if he has exactly, whatever, 5, 6, 7 kills, oh, shit. So we got more PrizePicks value kind of coming up. What do we think about Draymond under an assist? No Jimmy tonight. Obviously, the game starts soon. Draymond's gone under the past, 4 games. But again, that's a little misleading because Jimmy Butler's been playing, which is why you want to look at price, data points, odds. Odds. Like you can see every fucking sports book has Draymond's under as a heavy favorite. And obviously it's priced into the market that Jimmy's not playing. So anyways, what do we want to do? So I need one final pick to go with. Let's see what we got. Woo! Damn, bro. So minimum number of data points to 4. Look at this shit. 28.5, 25.5, 25.5, under favored or juiced. I mean, this is beautiful. So we got NBA, CS2, League of Legends. Yo, can somebody put the link in the chat if you're tailing? Let me zoom in, make sure people can see this shit. So, where is it? Here we go. That looked better? No, what am I doing? So we have Draymond under, Brute Monster under. Again, the reason I'm running this as a 4-pick power play is PrizePicks, like, if you try to run a 5-man, too positively correlated. In League of Legends, you get positive correlation. Like if Jackie Love goes under, Conavy's more likely to go under. So there's a slight payout shift, but like whatever, it's fine. Anyways, I got to get this locked in. The game's starting soon. And somebody put the link in the chat. There we go. Link. Link's in the chat. Yo, who did you guys bet on, man? Rockets or Warriors? Who did you little fuckers bet on? Rockets or Warriors? So best 2 plays on PrizePicks for the game. In terms of value, right? Like, obviously I follow a data-driven approach. A lot of people, you know, everything is baked into the odds, into the market. Lineups, injuries, home court advantage. Every fucking sports book, you know, has Draymond heavily favored to go under 5.5 assists. So you're trusting the market. You're trusting multi-billion-dollar companies and other people too, because these books aren't stupid. You know, like if everyone's betting Draymond over, they'll move the line in favor of the over. What is going on Moses Moody, bro? I feel like Rockets being underdogs is crazy with Butler out, even though the Warriors are at home. I got Rockets money line plus 154. Nuggets suck cock. Are the Nuggets blowing the lead? No way. No way. Nah, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Anyways, what do we want to do, boys? Let's see. Jalen Green under 3.5 assists, but whatever. Let's go to FanDuel. Maybe let's do a little parlay for the night games. And, wow. Let's see if there's anything insanely good available. So I definitely fall on... I am surprised. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I am surprised with Butler out that the line didn't move more. But again, it was probably baked into the odds that there was some probability that Jimmy wasn't going to play. So we got some hockey value. Matt Duchene to record an assist. Plus 182. I mean, again, decently wide markets. Like Pinnacle, you know, plus 149, minus 207. These aren't like point spreads, minus 110, minus 110 with like very little juice. Or would we prefer Jamie Benn? Maybe let's prefer Jamie Benn. Let's get rid of Duchene. Let's go juicier. But what was I going to say, man? Better, was there anything? I don't think there was anything. Yeah. Not much on better, unfortunately. Pod under 10.5 RAs, maybe. But whatever. I mean, don't force a bet. Don't force a bet. That's crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen a dude to single at plus 310. So, I mean, this would be a long shot for tonight. Where was that Jaden McDaniels play? Because I do kind of like McDaniels for tomorrow. Where the fuck did it go? Anyways, again, like all these books, you know, they got fucking thousands of lines up. Fact, we're trying to zone in on, so like here, I mean, BetMGM is offering this at a better price, plus 120. BetMGM is offering this at plus 120. FanDuel's plus 110. BetMGM, I'm limited at this point, so whatever, I'm just kind of going to ignore it. BetMGM's a super soft book. All of you should make a shit ton of money on BetMGM, but it's just like, you know, they definitely limit pretty aggressively. And then I'm going to run some straight bets. I like having a little long shot parlay on for the night. And then let's see if there's anything on... Dude, what is fucking... FanDuel, take the fucking bet, bro. This is the most dumbass site ever. Anyways, what book do we want to look at? So here it is. If you want to tail, long shot for tonight. What's your advice as a Warriors fan? I don't even like the Warriors' chances of winning unless Curry goes nuclear and Rockets shit the bed. Well, that's not very encouraging to hear because I got a little... I mean, I bet on the Warriors earlier. The line moved against me, but, you know, that's just kind of how it is. Like, lines are always 50-50 to move in. Like, I assume if Jimmy Butler was playing, if he was confirmed playing, the Warriors probably would have moved from, like, minus 160 to maybe minus 200. So, you know, lines can always move. Dude, I still remember, I forget when. I think I bet on the Jets, the game Aaron Rodgers got injured, like the first fucking play of the game, is fucking pussy. But, you know, nobody can predict shit like that. Could have gone the other way too, right? Where the opposing quarterback got injured on the first play. Like, it's just kind of how sports betting is. Anyways, what do we want to do? Yeah, so Fliff is pretty dry right now. PrizePicks, rebet. So rebet, decent value on the Rays team total. So this is for tonight. So if you go to the Rays game, runs, some of these books are just hard to navigate. Man, it looks like they bumped them up to 3 already, so it's not even available. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day for now. Obviously, not a lot to I was just trying to do a quick stream. Just got back from my run, but I'll stream again tomorrow earlier in the day because all these games are starting earlier. There's still some esports shit, but whatever. I'm going to call it again. I'm going to call it a day. Watch the Warriors game. Enjoy the Warriors game. Dude, Nuggets up 4. The Clippers are blowing the lead. Look at the Nuggets game before you beast. Love you, Alex. Love you guys too. Yikes. Norman Powell's going off. Anyways, enjoy the game, boys. I'll be streaming in the morning. So, hopefully the Warriors win and I'm not down and